Hi, my name's Chloe.
My name's Issy.
And we're going to be showing you the ambulance.
There are three different types of ambulances, the Merc, the old Fiat, and this is the new Fiat, which is replacing all of our ambulances on the road. This is the front of the ambulance. We're just going to show you around. This is the Terrafix, which will be shown to you on placement. Here is the in-cab radio, and they will also hopefully show you that on placement. The handheld radios are found in the glove box usually, and they look like this. And we can show you also how to change the battery. So once you've got the radio out of the case, you can find the batteries on the back of the radio. They just come out like this. There's a little clip. On the Fiat, the spare radios are behind the passenger seat. You just grab one and pop it in. On the Mercs, they are kind of down the middle of the ambulance.
So this is how you open the door, and then here are your main bags that you'll need for some jobs. Oxygen, Entonox, and the red bag, which is your secondary bag.
So in most Fiats, this is the Zoll defibrillator that we have. It's kind of on this front cupboard. And to get it off, you just pull this red handle towards you, hold it for a few seconds, and then lift it up. Here are the holes in the back, and you just pop them back on here and slide it back out. To get the EPR off, all you do is just pull this blue handle here and lift it off. And then to pop it back on, you just give it a push.
So this cupboard here is just your main bags again. This cupboard is where PPE usually is stored up there, and then your helmet and high vis will go in the bottom. And then you have a tray here, which is just good for setting up your cannulation, doing your paperwork, other vital little bits. And that just goes in like that. Okay, so here is the handle to open the door. Up here in your first cupboard are where your gloves of various sizes are kept. In this one here is your vomit bowls, your incontinence sheets, and urine resources. And in this one is the blue roll, just some water and burns masks. So here is where your panic alarm is. If you press this, then it will record the situation that's going on in the back. Here is your control panel. You can use this to brighten and dim your lights, air conditioning and heated, which won't work, and all other various lights like trauma lights, extractor fans, and other things. And here's how you control the heat inside and how strong and weak it will be. These are the chairs where your patients or you will sit if there's someone on the stretcher. To get it out, you just pull this handle here until it comes out, and then pull the chair down. And to get it back up, you do the exact same thing until it goes back again. So here is your big cupboard in the back. Open like that. And this side is your scoop, your Southampton sling, various other manual handling equipment, your head blocks there, and your T-pod, your paediatric and maternity bag, and your longboard is on here, and your collar's there. So this is the carry chair. To get it out, you just unclip that here and pull it out. There are your tracks there, which are really good for staircases, and to put it back in, you just shove it back in and put the belt back on so it doesn't fall back out.
In the top cupboard, we have all of your airway stuff. To open it, you just twist and pull it open like that. We also have your ventilator. Down the bottom, we have the spare cannulation stuff, bandages, and oxygen masks. Up here, we have all of your ventilator valves, your cannulation stuff, sharps boxes, and decontamination kits. And up here you have your linen, and your maternity kits are also kept up here. And in the final top cupboard, it's just your PPE, mostly for arrests.
So this is the suction, this is where it will be on the wall. To get it off, you just need to lift this yellow handle and pull it off, and it'll come off like that. And to put it on, it's a little bit tricky, but you just place it back like that and push. And then it lights up when it's all back on and charging.
Down here we have our bougies for intubation, the domestic and clinical waste bins. You also have another panic strip. Above your suction you have your oxygen and Entonox ports, Down here by the stretcher you have your manual handling kits. There's one here and one in here. This is for your manga. Here is your sharps box. It just kind of opens and magnets there. In here we have our fluids, your batteries for your stretcher are kept in here, as well as your orange drugs bags, and your activated charcoal. Down here is your manga, which is, and the other part for that is kept down there. Your morphine safe is in here, but your paramedic will be dealing with that. And your oxygen and antidox are down here as well. So to open the back of the ambulance, you just open like so, and to open this second door, you just pull this black handle here. To get the tail lift down, you just press this down button here, and it should open out. Like so. And to get the stretcher out, you just push this red foot pedal, and it slides out. Like so. So this is our stretcher. You can pop the brakes on just by pressing this red foot pedal here. You can pop the back open by this red handle here. The PD mate is down here, which is carrying paediatrics on our stretcher. This is the red button, which can remove the bars. These are quite handy when pat-siding patients to kind of get them out of the way. The sides of the bed come down with this red handle here. You just push it in slightly and it comes down. And to lift the stretcher and reduce it down, there are these two buttons down here. The plus is to go up, and the minus is to go down. To change the battery on the stretcher, you just need to raise the stretcher all the way up. You just press this red button here and slide it out. There's the red button. And to pop it back on, you just pop it back on, slide it back in. Basically anything on the stretcher that is red does something.
So these are the clips for the winch. These will be on the Fiats because they have a ramp. The Mercedes have a tail lift, which works a little bit differently. To work these, you just hold these down and then that'll open that. And they go on this solid bar here, which you then plug in. To then lift it up, you just press this up button here and that will start slowly